Hello, hello. What's up? How's it going? Thanks. Happy Thursday. Toby, hey, stop. Tub, quit it. That's yucky. Oh, yeah. It is hot. It's hot out. Am I freezing? I don't know if it's YouTube because when I when I first tried to go live, it told me that it was unable to live stream. So I was like, all right, well, let me just close out of the app. And then when I brought it up again, it was fine, so I don't know. I know that the weather's kinda crappy in some areas. Not for me, not anymore anyways, it was earlier, but hello. Hi, Joan. Yeah. So they're nothing exciting. This was the plan for these nails, um, the last time, but, uh I forgot that I told her I wanted to do fruit nails. So they're just like they're a lot prettier in person. They're just like black opal confetti, just pretty. It was funny though, because I was like, I feel like I haven't had black nails for a sec. And I do typically like having darker nails or blue. The fruit was a little wild, not gonna lie. I mean, I've done them twice, but I was over them. I was over them. I was like, okay. Whoops. Is he being mean already? Probably because I yelled at him for licking his butt. Mr. Kitty must be in a mood tonight. So, before we do something else or start a new whatever, probably ornament, I don't know. I'm gonna UV resin a couple things really fast. I don't know. I think I chose green because I see like green reflex. It's like watermelon summer penguin. I don't know. Different. Hello. I know we've been doing a bunch of penguin ornaments recently, but I need lots of penguin ornaments, so, you know. They're so cute. Yes, yes, I am. I love having black nails, but I can't just do regular black because that's a little boring to me. So I do really like the sparkle. This is actually a dip powder that I found on Etsy, and this shop has a ton of different ones, but I saw this one and I was like, "Need it." So I brought it for her, and I was like, "I know I get acrylic, but" and she's like, "No, we can try to use it. It's a little bit finer, but we could definitely use it." And so maybe I'll get some new ones because they've got a really pretty like white opal one. They've got like a blue opal one. They I mean, I'm drawn to the opal ones, but they've got a bunch. So very nice, very nice. All right, so we're gonna UV resin something quickly. Maybe. Hello. All right. New product. I only have 4 done. They're not all gonna be ghosts, but of course they're the only ones that I have at the moment. Um, these are bookmarks, which I thought was kind of cute. My birthday is Saturday, the 13th. Right? I think they're gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, because since I did the cabochons, like the necklace pendants, I was like, I feel like this would be a great one to like have it shows. They're small things. They're, easy to make. Well, kind of easy to make. Um, yeah, maybe. I know they do kind of look like hair clips, don't they? So I'm using the what's it called? High viscosity UV resin from Resin Rockers. So this is much thicker than their typical UV. Um, but it's like actually pretty nice because it doesn't flow as fast. So you can actually kind of make like a dome coat layer without it like overflowing. Now, you do have to be careful with the bubbles um because since it's thicker, they're harder to pop. But yeah, I'll have to look around for some hair clips. Oh, amazing. Good. I mean, it seems like it went a little bit better than you were expecting, right? I'm just kind of letting them sit, let some bubbles kind of, if there are any, kind of rise up before I, you know, start cooking them. Happy Thursday. All right. Um, so when you're using the UV resin machine or any UV resin, If you have a machine that has adjustable wattage, you always wanna start out on the lowest setting. If you put your UV light on and it's too high, I'm gonna cover this because that's kind of annoying. Um, it does it look like it's blinking to you guys? Because it does when I'm looking at my camera. If you start out too high, then, your resin isn't gonna be as nice and shiny. Ugh, I'm sorry, that's just a shame. I know. I grabbed a bunch the other week when they were on sale, so I'm Gucci for a while. I did some painting today. I got some ornaments done. I did these, and I did a stash jar. Um, the stash jar is for this month's VIP, but I did something new, or I changed up a little something something to it. So, so you see how that's like still really nice and shiny. If you would have like put it on full blast right away, it would look kind of wavy, and it wouldn't be as glass-like. So now that I have it cured at least on top, like the top layer is gonna be hard. It might still be sticky, but it's not gonna like warp on you. Now I'm gonna put up the wattage a little bit more. Oh, good. Yes, nice and fun and colorful. Black opal, kind of. I'm covering this because the light is like, you know, so making it less annoying for you guys to look at really fast. So I started at 60 seconds at the lowest setting. I went up to about halfway for another 60 seconds. And then at the end, I'm going to crank it up all the way for like, like, I don't know, 120 seconds or something like that. Whoops. I think it's up all damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's up all the way. All right. I know. There was not a live earlier, no, I was off today. Um, well, off during the day. I was just painting some stuff, so I had an idea with this, the stash jar design for VIP, it's like week 4. I planned to do the little patriotic cat, but I had a thought and I was like, I should probably do it before I teach it. But look how cute this is. I don't know. I think it's kind of cute. Instead of the stars, it's the paw print, and then it's little like patriotic kitty cat. So I guess there's a couple options that you guys could do whenever I teach it. Mm, not really. It's more so like your wattage level, right? And like if you were to go out into the sun, that's too much too fast kind of thing. I always just kind of do it for, 3 to 5 minutes just to make sure it's not, tacky at all, which typically with UV from resin rockers it's not, but yep. So, this is the design I'm teaching for week 4, except instead of the paw prints, they're stars. But since I wanted to do the little, sorry, I know it's really close. Let's see if I can't zoom out anymore. But I saved one of these for me. I decided to try it with paw prints. Yeah, this is live. I know, because I got a notification earlier today saying that I was live, and I'm like, I'm not live. I'm literally right here. So I can understand how that's confusing to you guys as well. Okay, so you gotta let them cool off a little bit because sometimes they can still feel like they're tacky. So I'm not even gonna touch them, but I can tell that they're good. So, um, my little ghosty bookmarks. Oh, that's smart. Some different shapes, little ghosty bluebell kind of plants. Yeah, I'm like, I'm one time I was at the mall, I was going up the escalator and I was like, I'm not live. I'm at the mall. What the hell? So, I've started a couple other ones. So, doing like a, I don't know, trying a seahorse, and then I'm gonna do like a floral ghost one. And that's all of these that I have right now. I'm waiting for more to come in. And then was working on a couple pendants, couple seahorse pendants. They're pretty much the same. Um I'm sure they'll look pretty cool under resin. I'm not done though. And then I was working on a hummingbird one. These also are not done. So, just kind of seeing what else I could do other than ghosties. Of course, the ghosties are my favorite, but those are fun too. Okay. So, how did I find them out the hole for the jewelry? Um, well, these ones do have it, but these are bookmarks, so they don't have a hole. So, I have silver ones coming and I think bronze ones coming, but of course I wanted the black ones because I wanted to do the little ghosts, which I probably should have just bought more of these, but they're hard to find. But I thought that they'd be cool for like a show, so I'm just kind of testing out some things. All right, let's get back to ornaments because that's kind of what I feel like. Or well, yeah, no, yeah, no, wait, let's finish these three since they've just been chilling. I still don't know what I want to do on the ghost kitty. I don't know if he really needs anything else. Um, we can't UV resin these, but we can finish them. So this is the the little um groovy one. So these just need some little centers or big centers because I kind of want these to be like fancy groovy flowers. And I think this one is done, I guess. I know, right? The seahorse tool is in the C set. Oh, you guys want to see some prototypes? Hold on, we're squirreling. Squirreling! You guys have seen most of these. Um, but I got some like fixed things in yesterday. So these two are the next two sets that are probably gonna come out, just an FYI. I can look. Um Give me a second. Coasters. So I can't track it because yours was one of the ones that um there was a USPS thing that happened to like everyone where all the freaking um labels that we bought showed that they were already used, which they weren't. But they say that they should still arrive, but unfortunately, those labels, I can't track. So, I did send it out. Let me see when I sent it out. Where are you? I sent it out on the 8th. So your thing says April 11th, which is not true. I sent it out on June 8th, so it is what, the 11th. So give it a week to a week and a half if you haven't gotten it by then let me know. But I think it might be almost to you. But I just can't tell for sure. Sorry, it's super frustrating. All of us are pissed. I'm thankful that there were only about 10 orders that happened to, but I've heard a lot of shops are like 500 orders and uh, we're all stressing. So, but hopefully, USPS, they said it should be fine, but there's no way for anybody to track it. I know. So there's the pansy tool. Obviously, it's very bare. You guys might have seen me doing the pansy on live the one day. All you do is color it in. So, yeah, give it a couple more days and then let me know. And then we're calling it the cherry blossom tool since a lot of you guys said it looked like a cherry blossom, but we did a 6 petal and a 5 petal. This is another prototype. I'm calling it the garden set. I think we're gonna get rid of maybe some of these ones. I'm not really sure, but there's a watering can, a couple different vases, and potentially a rainbow. And the idea with these is that you can use some mini flowers or paint them yourself. You don't even need flower tools. You can just do it yourself. But you can like kind of do like little flower thing if you wanted to. I don't know. Prototype hasn't really gotten in production at all yet. This was new to me yesterday. Here's that lotus lily pad set that you guys are asking for. Um and maybe it was the mini one that I thought looked like a cherry blossom. I don't know though. We can always rename it. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the lily pads. Maybe pick one or two of these and then try and add a frog. I don't know, but I didn't quite think we needed all of these because it's a big honkin' set. So I don't know. Here's the mini flower set number 3. I really messed up on that one, but we got the mini lotus, the little mini flower, which if you didn't get the anniversary Highland Cow tool set back in April, March, March, then you didn't have this tool in the most recent Highland Cow. But you have the regular one in the groovy set. Anyways, so um this pansy, some tulips, cherry blossom, and then you have the mini stem, and then this is supposed to be a leaf, little leaf. The air set, we're closer on this guy. So this was the original hummingbird. I still like that hummingbird, but I also like the flowy hummingbird, so I think we're keeping both. Um, I'm I don't know if you knew what I was talking about, Dory. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about this bird. Like, I don't know if we even need that. But anyways, yes, the penguin. The penguin's only the outline, so you have to do the beak and the eyes, but you can always change the colors accordingly. The eagle, the owl. Don't look at this one. This one, I messed up on it. The owl, and then this is like a cardinal blue jay, woodpecker type bird. This one's supposed to be like a typical regular bird, or you could even make it into like a robin. Okay, perfect. Yeah. And then we're still working on the fantasy set. I mean, this crown's freaking sick, but I don't know. I feel like we don't need these two. Like, I know what she was going for. She was going for king, prince, queen, princess, but I think if we just did like these two, because these are kind of a pain in the ass to stamp, and I could see us having like issues with it. There's the wand, the shoe, and the unicorn. So it might be a 5-piece set, or if you guys think of one other thing to add to it. And then there's a big version too. And then the other is the baby. We just need to fix the feet just a little bit. They're cute, but if there's any strings on them, it makes them really hard to stamp. So like a pumpkin. So yeah, mini flower number 3 set is also very close to being done, if not done. So if I were to guess out of this sheet, these 3 would be the ones that you see next. So yeah, progress. So that was the fun that I had yesterday after I restocked the mini flower number 1 set. Dragon, interesting. The pansy, the cherry blossom, and the mini flower number 3. We're also working on, should I show them? Dory, should I show them the arch kind of tool set? That's gonna be in July, Lucy. Tammy. Um, the cookie cutter set is hopeful for July for Christmas in July. Oh, wait till okay, never mind. She doesn't want me to show you yet. So that's in there. Okay. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Okay, hold on. Let me find your. So I know I think I've kind of hinted that we were kind of trying to do like a tall arch with like some type of like fan-esque tool, right? Because our regular arches are like that, right? We kind of wanted one that was more like a what's that monument? You know what I'm talking about. So she texted me yesterday and was like, "Hey, what do you think about putting them together?" Um, and then having like them separate. So if they didn't want to center them underneath it, then they can do them separately, but we just have one tool in that set that already has both like the this and the arch, the St. Louis arch. Thank you. Yeah. So look at that. So that would be one tool, something like that. So you wouldn't have to worry about centering the arch perfectly over it. But you could also, we also were like, why don't we give us a single arch and then like a single one of these and maybe another different one to go along with it? Because I said we really need to get like a new mandala-esque set in the works because we've done a lot of fun ones, but we need some more design patterny ones. Um, I showed you guys very briefly the kitty set, which I think she's gonna get a dog in there potentially as well, so that there's kitty ghosts, a dog ghost, and regular ghosts. That was kind of a request from me. Like I just wanted a set of all ghosts because you guys know how I am. Um, let's see what else. Is that it? Is that all we've talked about so far? But yeah, so I think that's kind of where we're going for. Still working on the air set, still working on a couple other sets that we've been playing around with. If you missed the cookie cutter set that I was doing in my live the one day, it looks like this in a way. I mean, there might be some small changes, but they're supposed to be like cookie cutters, which you could color them in if you want to or leave them as they are. But we were trying to figure out the snowman because we were just kind of like about it. So, anyways, but yeah, so some of them will be coming out soon, some of them next month. We're slowly getting there. Yeah. The Christmas one I hope we can do for July for Christmas in July. A box tomorrow with more prototypes. Ooh, I'm excited. Forgot to clean this off. Okay. These are necklace pendants, and I'm just, having a good time painting some different ones. Different sizes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm excited. I don't think Heather's in here because she's at the airport, but Heather and I have a one-on-one tomorrow, but usually we just talk, so I don't know. I feel like I need something right here, but I just don't know. Any suggestions? I might just be able to just make it glittery. Maybe that's what I'm missing is like glittery. Let's do I don't know if I have enough room for that though. Tail, maybe. They don't. I had to buy them separately. I also had to buy the bales separately. A gray tail. Where? Let me just hold on. I'm gonna color the background in and then we'll add a tail. How about that? 9:50. Okay. Yeah, so she texted me. She's like, "I don't know if I'm gonna be on your YouTube live tonight." And I said, "That's okay." Oh, shadow. After this dries, I might just decide I don't need anything. Maybe it's just like all that negative space along the side that was bothering me, which is possible. Right, exactly. Exactly. When in doubt, add some sparkles. Yeah, lots of storms all over the place. A few NATOs in some places. This one kind of is gonna be a fun shift, I think. We had what's called, well, by we, I mean me, because Scott lost power at work. But here at the apartment, yeah, yep, they come ready to wear. They're stainless steel chains, stainless steel bales as well. These are silver plated, but stainless steel are very difficult to find and they're pretty boring in terms of like cabochon or what are these called? Bezels. But yeah, I have 18-inch chains, but if you need 20, I believe I have 20. Well, I used to. Pretty sure I still have some 20. I'd have to look though. Oh, thanks. I still have one size of the ones that you sent me. I can't remember if I used all of my 18 or all of my 20, but I know that I bought more 18 because I couldn't find the chains. And then I found them today because I was reorganizing a little bit. So, of course I found them because why not, you know? Paula. But yeah, we had a brownout here, which is like when the lights go dim, but they don't completely go out. Um, but they don't come back on right away. They just everything gets darker. Um, that happened for about 5-10 minutes here today. No, they're not. They're not. I mean, like whenever they're done, I sell them as a necklace with the chain. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I'll have to look. I'll have to measure the ones that I have. What did I say I wanted to do on this? Does anybody remember? Obviously, these aren't done because I like just wasn't 100% sure how I wanted to finish it off. I did. You want to know where it was? It was behind something right over here. So when I cleaned my desk off today, it was just right there. And I was like, seriously? I literally looked. Yeah, the lightning was pretty cool. Scott was in the shower and I just turned off all the lights and I laid in bed and just shut my eyes and just listened to the storm. I don't know if I have room for seaweed. I'm gonna add a little bit of like teal streakies and maybe just kind of, leave it at that. I almost put stars, but then I remember this was like maybe sort of underwater. I still like my little forest in the forest ghosties, I think the best in terms of design wise. I think just those ones come most naturally to me. This one was just a fun little thing. I actually haven't shown them yet, but I want to show you guys. I got some presents last night from a few people. You guys want to see what I got? Squirrel. Don't look. I'm not. So Patty, Patty got me this and a little wallet. That's so cute. Obsessed. Where's my box? Oh, it's over here. I put everything in one box so that I can show you all like the things, you know. Um, in no particular order. I'm just pulling things out. So Panda got me um the bracelet and then the magnet from Foolish Mortal. You guys, I mentioned her from TikTok. She does like paint pouring things. And then she also got me a Betsy Johnson wallet because she knows I like Betsy Johnson. And she's like, I know you have the skull one, but like this one's nice for like spring and summer. um, Another thing Patty got me was this purse. It's a purse. The strap is in the bag. I thought this would be like a great Halloween purse. And I'm pretty sure this glows in the dark, though I haven't tested it, but I'm like almost positive this glows in the dark. But I just thought that was such a cute bag. Jules sent me a whole box of stuff. So I'm assuming she wants me to paint this. Message me because I'm pretty sure I had it on my wish list on Amazon. Um, and then, oh, she said she couldn't decide. So this is all from Jules in this box. She said she couldn't decide, so she got both. Um, like a opal bangle with waves, and then another opal bangle with waves. She didn't know which one she liked better, so she's like both. And I'm like, sweet, I'll take both. um, you guys are spoiling me for my birthday. Thank you so much. She got me an oversized Miss Michigan shirt, which is great. Like great to sleep in, great to just lounge around in. It's funny because both Heather and Jules got me Michigan shirts. I've never been to Michigan, but I'll take it. And then she also got me a moo. And this one says, well, it's a Michigan thing. It says good vibes only. You always need some good sleep clothing. You guys are gonna, is Shelby in here? I giggle. I wish I filmed myself when I opened her box because like Jules is hilarious. Do you guys remember the conversation? I don't know if it was on here, but we were talking about my loofahs and how I have a blue one for my butt and, you know, whatever other color that's anyways for my body. And then I said that I really want one of those like net sponges. So she got me one of those, and then she messaged me and was like, I wanted to put this all over the box, but I didn't think UPS would be too happy about it. You'll get it when you open the box. So there was a bunch of these stickers just laid over the top, and it says for rectal use only. I'm just like, oh my god. And then she sent me a bunch of these paints. Now I believe they're these Nick Pro iridescent acrylics, and I remember her saying that she was mixing a bunch because they are thick, and I just assumed it was for her, but she sent me little bottles of all the colors. I haven't I haven't tried them yet. But you know, I got some, oh, this hurts my back. I got some kitty sponges from Dory. Isn't that hilarious? I know. And then everything else I think you guys have seen from Heather. Also from Heather. Some of you might not have seen this one. This is from Gabrielle. And this one is from Sparkle Lisa, a little ghosty. And then this is from Deb. I hope I'm not missing anyone. I swear I put everything in a box. This is from Deb. And Deb also gave me a bottle of the unicorn hair art alchemy. And then this is from Heather. It's a little gold kitty and it says Toby in it. And Am I missing anything, guys? And then I have this. This is from Heather too. It says come on. So super freaking blessed. You guys treat me so well. And I love each and every single one of you. But yeah, I've been trying to keep everything together so that I can, you know, show stuff off. So, I did not go to the post office today. I want to say I was lazy. I kind of was. I wasn't. I wasn't. I had 3 packages, and I was like, I'm not going to the post office because it was raining. So, but I'll go tomorrow. I shall go tomorrow. Oh my gosh, thank you. Nobody feel like they have to get me anything, please. Um, I've just been super spoiled, and I like to make sure that everybody sees um the gifts because I when I so I my gift my love language is gift giving. So like I love giving gifts to people and I love it when other people see the gifts that I give people. I don't know. Because I think I'm a really good gift giver and I just, but wait, Patty, what do you mean? I got your package. Oh, yay, Gail. Did you really? Amazing. Oh, that's awesome that I actually know someone who won one of the raffles. That's amazing. Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Okay, I was like, I already got your gift. Yes. I haven't sent Paula's thing out yet. I'm waiting for the pigments to come in, and then I'm pretty sure that she'll be ready to go. So, okay. Now we can paint. No more squirreling. Are you packed, Patty? Are you ready for Ireland? Or are you a last minute packer? I am loved. So blessed. We love squirreling, I know. Some people, I mean, I think most of the people watching me right now are people who watch me everywhere, but there might just be some YouTube only people that aren't used to the squirreling. Um, so it does look brown, doesn't it? So it's actually a kitty ghost. I'm determining if adding that orange color shift is enough or if I need something in this area. It does look better now that that's on there, but potentially he's gonna have a tail, but I don't know for sure. Yes, this is the tip that you want. So it's like a fine Sharpie tip. You don't want one that's like a fine marker that is, not actually, Anyways, it is the Bistro chalk marker. I don't use this on like canvases or anything, but on like plastic, glass, resin that's been fully cured. This is great because obviously you can't use a watercolor pencil on stuff like this. It's not going to show up. Yeah. I'm actually, so I grew up a Dolphins fan, even though my house was full of like Steelers. But I really wouldn't say I'm like a football fan at all. Not really a Pirates fan. If I'm a fan of anything, it's the Penguins. But like I have become a fair weather fan after they traded my favorite player. And I just got busy and just haven't kept up with them. And now I feel like I don't really know anybody left on the team. So that would be funny. A knife. But yeah, originally that had like a little stick and I didn't think it looked like anything, so I covered it up. Hello in Seattle. How's the weather? Okay. Well, so I was basically the only time I watch hockey is during playoffs, and obviously that didn't last very long. Um, I mean, the game's on right now, but it's not the Penguins anymore. So no, Michaels does. Michaels does. I do have them linked on my Amazon storefront, though the ones from Amazon take a lot of time to get them primed. I don't know why. They're not dried out, it takes a long time to get them working. This one is from Michaels, though. Oh, really? Darn it. Like, I have a second one from Amazon because I thought that one was, like, gonna run out last year, so I bought another one, although this one I think maybe why I can't really get this one to work. You hear how that one has the ball, this one doesn't, so I wonder if maybe that's partially why I can't get this to work. It works a little bit and then it stops. So, just beware if you get them on Amazon. I don't know if I got a dud one, but it's a pretty color, isn't it? All right. We're on number 271. I don't know. I typically don't go to the arts festival. It's usually on or around my birthday anyways, but I've never actually been to the arts festival. Um, I don't go downtown very often, and I don't know. I know that they moved it, but I haven't heard anything, and honestly, like, they're still restocking it at Walmart. I haven't checked their website for a second. I know that their website was pretty low on colors for a little bit. But no, they never responded to me. Someone told me that they heard from someone, um, that it's like they're one of their best-selling items, so they're probably not going away with it. There's a lot of just, he said, she said kind of stuff, and nothing's been confirmed. Yeah, I've got like 4 small bottles of it and like 5 plus big bottles of it, so of hologram at least, so I'm set. It's like almost a lifetime supply. I don't know, for some reason, blue and yellow color palette is calling to me. Michael's doesn't have any, Walmart's the only place in store that you can get it. I don't know why, but yeah, it's just a Walmart thing. Could never get it at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And I think that's why, like, it wasn't super popular of a thing because, like, I feel like most of us don't shop at Walmart for our dotting needs. So back in the day, as in a couple years ago, I said that my goal is to eventually do the Pittsburgh Art Fest. But the last like year, probably 2 years, and maybe counting also this year, um, I have decided that um my business just went a different direction. Um, Now that I do a lot of teaching and that kind of stuff, I don't have the time or the ability to make that much product. It's a very expensive show, but it brings in a lot of people and it's a long show. Like it's like 4 days, 5 days or something. Um and like potentially would sell so much stuff that I wouldn't be able to make enough for it, you know. Um so since I have stopped doing any art show besides the one in November that technically I really don't have time for either, but I like doing it. I've just basically decided that I probably won't ever do a show like that. And just, I don't think I have the ability to make enough stuff and still do all the stuff that I do on a regular basis. I can try and look next time I go to Wally World if anybody needs a specific color. Shoot me a message and I'll put a note in my phone so that the next time I go, I can look. I thought about that as soon as I put the black on here. I don't feel like taking them off. Do little happy feets. I also, going back to the Pittsburgh Arts Fest, I think it was last year, it rained so badly and a bunch of people's stuff got ruined, and I just simply can't imagine having all of my inventory plus, however extra things that I made just get ruined. Because it's outdoor, rain or shine. And June, I feel like, is very unpredictable here in Pennsylvania, here in Pittsburgh, with the rain. Um, like the last 2 days, we've gotten thunderstorms, and I think tomorrow there's a chance of thunderstorms. So, like, I'm pretty sure Arts Fest started today. Maybe not. It might have start tomorrow. I think it started today though. I can't remember. It's hard enough closing down the state college show, and it's only like $115 for the weekend versus like, I mean, I don't know how much Pittsburgh Arts Fest is now, but I remember at one point it was like $600, $700. I'd be willing to bet it's way more than that now. Yeah. Yeah. Britta think one of the things that works in Britta's favor is that like, she does very well with her stickers. And, I mean, she's constantly drawing, but, like, once those are done, like, she doesn't have to do anything besides get them, like, printed and order them, you know? Um, I mean, she's done, like, the bouquets, the little flower beaded bouquets and things like that, but sticker-wise, like, once the design is made, it's relatively easy to, like, restock, you know? She doesn't have to draw every single sticker every single time, you know? Um But yeah, she does shows a lot. So, she's got everything just down to a frickin' science, and her whole family is involved, and, I'm pretty sure her mom, like, works for her, and I think her aunt and also does, and, her family is, like, just super great at teaming up and helping her load up the truck and all that kinda stuff. Like, she's got a frickin' army behind her. I'm not lucky like that. So, what are you talking about? The Arts Fest? What are they split? I know, it's a giant event. So, but like, most vendors make thousands of dollars over those couple days. So that 600 plus dollar price is not terrible necessarily. But yeah. So I also just, I obviously didn't feel like I was ready to do it my first couple years, because that price was so steep. But even now, like, I would be I do very well at shows, well, the show that I do, so I'm sure I would do well there, but it just really is I would never be able to have enough product, I don't think. Oh, I don't remember. I thought Britta said it was, like, the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and maybe 15th, I don't know. I only watched her video once. I never go to the Arts Fest, so I don't I don't keep track of the actual days. But yeah, so I just it's a lot of work too, the setup and all that kind of stuff, and I just feels like something I would not wanna do. I mean, it would be fun, sure, but I don't think I'd be able to realistically. Um, I don't know. I don't know if they charge a fee or not. Right. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of foot traffic. I know that the one year she did, like a double booth. Ooh. So she does very, very well at the Pittsburgh Arts Fest, but she does so many Pittsburgh like local art shows that like people know her, not just from her online presence, but like people recognize her business cuz she's at so many different shows. So she definitely has built that market clientele for sure, as well as the people coming from social media to like see her stuff in person. Yeah, I think it would be way too people-y as well. And I think they moved it to, like, the Strip, right? Or I think that's where it was last year. It's no longer at the Point. I remember it being over there when I was younger. Yes, it kinda is, that's so funny. Well, maybe so obviously, like, people leave their stuff up, overnight, I'm pretty sure, like, they don't make you break it down. From what I remember, I feel like they might have security, but it's not like they're at every single booth. They're just kinda walking around, so, like, honestly, like, I feel like that's not, like, super protected. But in terms of, like, just things getting stolen while they're there, probably. That seems to be a pretty common thing at a lot of, shows. Like, I see videos on TikTok all the time of people like, "Someone stole my stuff," and I'm like, "I don't think anybody's ever stolen from me," but also, like, I don't know. I've had, like, kids pick something up and, like, run out of the tent to go find their parent. And I'm like, "Oh," and then their parent comes back holding the thing, they're like, "I'm so sorry, they just don't realize that they can't run away with these things." And I'm like, "It's fine." And then they put it down and walk away. And I'm like, "Okay, bye." But yeah, I'm sure things definitely get stolen. I don't know where Arts Landing is. Oh, yeah. This is, I think, probably the biggest, like, event like this in Pittsburgh. Hey. Oh, you not having good weather? Seems like that's a pretty common thing for lots of people. My weather was bad earlier, but it got nice and sunny around like late dinner time. But we had some nice thunder and lightning last night and this afternoon for sure. My power didn't completely go out, but it almost did. Poor Sparkle Lisa. They had a tornado warning last night, and she's got some pretty bad trauma from a tornado. So I was like, I was worried about her. Yep, that's where Lisa is. She said one touchdown, like, a town or so. Well, technically, maybe her town, but like on the other end or something. She heard the sirens and everything, and she was like, "I have Seth," which is her cat. She's like, "Seth and I are in the bathroom." I'm like, "Oh no." But then she was back out painting and stuff, so, didn't last all night. Dang it. She's like I think she's in, like, Plainfield, I think is where she is. Mhm. Yeah, after her mom passed away, it's just her and the cat. Oh my god. I'm glad we really don't get that kinda stuff here. I mean, we can, but we typically don't. 4 tornadoes, damn. I was trying to keep her calm. I said, "Listen, you live pretty close to where your home got destroyed when you were younger. It's very, very uncommon for a tornado to kind of like kill the same place twice. So, like, try and keep that in your mind." She's like, "I'm gonna trust you." Because we got mountains here. We don't get the tornado. Uh, Mountain hills. If we do get tornadoes, they're typically in like the flat areas up the highway a little bit. But we did have one about 10 miles away from me last year. That was fucking scary. Um, but I was fine. We were fine. Oh, really? Wow. For some reason, like Illinois is one of those states that like I just never obviously I know now, but that just wasn't one of those states that was on my tornado radar until the last couple years. What, me saying that it's very unlikely for a tornado to hit the same place twice? Oh, the hills. I know. I know. Although, like, they say Tornado Alley is kind of moving a little bit over. Like Ohio's definitely been getting way more than usual, and I'm like not we're about an hour or so from the border, and like so we've seen a little bit of a shift in that kind of stuff too, but um we still typically don't get much for now anyways. And as Anthony would joke, I live by the airport, so tornadoes don't hit airports. Obviously, that's not true. But for some reason, the severe weather does typically break right around me. And a lot of the other areas get a lot worse. Meanwhile, I'm like waiting for the storm to hit and it doesn't ever hit. And I'm like, damn it. Hello. How's it going? Yep. It never used to be like that. Thanks. Paint booger. So I finished another show that my sister had me watch. It's called Off Campus. Finished that today. It was all right. Um, I don't think it was necessarily as good as the other one. But I mean, it was a cute show, I guess. Cute-ish, kind of. I mean, whatever. Yeah, the mountains block the weather, right? Mountains. I will always think of you forever and always onwards. Anytime I'm driving and I see the hills, um, the mountains, whatever. It just makes me laugh. I mean, thanks to you, I Googled it. I guess we technically are, but I don't know. When I think of mountains, I think of like mountains that you see off in the distance. I don't think of the tree-covered hill forest things that we have here. We are at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, apparently. Which is kind of scary because I get on like the scary side of TikTok with all of that like folklore shit and I'm like, "Oh, I'm far away from that." Um no, I'm not. Not really. Gran, Erie's flat as hell. Do you guys ever get tornadoes or do you not really because of the lake? You might get like little water spouts or something. Because I remember like going up to Erie for the summer and just walking to the Dollar General, kind of wherever I was, I don't know, and just like looking up and down the street and it was just like flat forever. I know. The thing is I don't really know the rules too much because I was like, yeah, I don't have to worry about it. I never go in the mountains. I'm thinking like, if I was in like, Boone, North Carolina, sure. But even though that's, well, Yeah, I mean, they're the Blue Ridge Mountains, but still. I just never considered it being here either. Yeah, the wind. The extreme glitters. Hmm. Well, good thing I can't really whistle. I've got a crooked whistle hole, so I guess I'm a little bit safe. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get any hail, but we got some big storms last night and today. I think one of the reasons I love storms so much is because we don't typically get tornadoes. So I'm just like, yay, storm. But I also like I'm never out in it, so I'm sure I wouldn't like it if I was driving. I do. My I think now so part of me wonders if it's and I because I never noticed it until I was older. And by older I mean like probably graduating high school. But I had a botched wisdom tooth surgery. Sort of they nicked a nerve and I lost feeling in like the lower left part of my like chin and jaw and lip area. So part of me wonders if the reason that my whistle hole is crooked is because, I can't freaking feel that side of my face as well as I used to. I mean, I've never been able to whistle, but hold on. Let's see if we can. Don't laugh. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try not to. I gotta stop smiling. I mean, this is where I'm numb, so I can't whistle. I can get a little one out sometimes, but I swear a lot of the quirky things about me are actually true. I don't just say it to say it. Like, I got a crooked whistle hole. What can I say? I don't know. I think we might get a little bit tonight, but I think for the most part, last night, and today were most of it. I know. I don't know why. Yeah. Like I can feel it better than I can feel that area better than I used to. Um, like when your nerves, like if you've ever lost feeling because you got like, surgery or something, and eventually, it starts growing back and it feels like tingly and a little bit oversensitive, but like you can definitely tell that your feeling isn't 100% back. That's kind of how it is now. And I mean, that was when I was what, 17? So my dad was like, at this point, like it's, all that feeling that you have now, that's all you're ever gonna have. So, um, my teeth don't feel like wood planks anymore, but I do still like I feel like extra sensitive, but not sensitive at the same time around my chin. Like if I try and pop a pimple over there, it's like a weird sensation where like it kind of hurts, but like I feel more pressure, but like it's tingly and uncomfortable. I don't really know how to describe it, but yeah, that's probably part of the reason my whistle hole is crooked. Why I can't whistle well. So I guess I'm okay on that end of things. Going back to the Appalachia thing. But if someone calls my name, I'm gonna turn my head really fucking fast and I won't be able to realize that I did it until after I did it. And I'll be like, damn it. Yeah, it's not fun. The only reason I know how to describe that is because, like, I got knee surgery, and so I have a big scar, and I there's areas around my knee that I can't feel still, and it's a very similar feeling to what I have up on my face, so at least I'm not slobbering anymore either. I couldn't drink out of a straw, I couldn't eat ice cream or do anything without, like, slobbering everywhere, and it was funny, like, we all thought it was hilarious. I mean, it's not, but it was at the same time. That didn't last too long, but, definitely the first couple months, it was embarrassing to eat around people I didn't know. Do you have neuropathy, or is it something else, Emma? Oh, that's not the right dowel. Hey, Susie. Okay, let's see. Trying to remember the colors that I typically used for this. Probably those, mostly those ones, and then some top dot accents. Yeah, it's not fun. Not a fun feeling. I just started thinking about the prototype box that's supposed to, or the box of fun things that's supposed to be here tomorrow from Dory. I started thinking about it again, and now I'm excited all over again. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. My dad suffers from neuropathy. Obviously, I personally don't know what it feels like yet, and hopefully I don't, but just from watching like him go through it, I know that he definitely is not having a good time. Like on these, or are you talking about the wood shapes? Definitely gonna do the hats, like the little beanies for sure. We'll probably make a few more wreaths and mittens for sure. I just got to come up with a good pattern for those that I like. Um, that's really what stops me from doing like multiple of certain things over and over and over again is if like I like the pattern, but like not enough to repeat it. Like I always feel like I need to change something. The ones that I do a lot, like the penguins, for example, is because I have a design like down with them. So I can do them over and over and over again because I don't have to sit here and think of each step every time. Um, but yeah, I definitely plan to do more of the little beanies because I have a good pattern for that. But I've gotta figure out a good one for like the wreath and the bow, um, and the mittens, which maybe we'll figure that out in July. The penguins are some of my best sellers, if not my best sellers, penguins and snowmen. I always do more of those than anything else because those just do very, very well for me, especially at my show, which is why you see me just continuously doing penguin ornaments right now. Oh no. Well, yeah, at least they understand. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I remember before my dad got like diagnosed, he has some other things too, that aren't fully like figured out, but I remember um Like, we would be walking somewhere, and then he just, like, would lose, like, all the strength, or, like, he just wouldn't be able to walk, he would just fall over, you know? He'd, like, drop to his knees and have to sit there for a little bit, and everybody would always be like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And he'd be like, "Get away from me," because like, it was embarrassing, you know? It would happen at, like, weird times. Like, it happened one time at a funeral, he was walking up the steps into, like, the church, and he just, like his body just stopped working, and everybody tried to help him, and he, like, just, like, didn't want anybody to help him because you know, he felt like all the attention was on him, and he didn't want it to be. He also had, like, some sciatica issues, and he sorta got that fixed, but the neuropathy is still I mean, obviously, can't really do much for that, and I'm pretty sure the medicine that he used to be on does not work as well as it used to, so I think he's just, you know, just dealing with it the best that he can now. I'm gonna do, I think, gray penguins. I'm just trying to figure out if I wanna do, like, slate gray or neutral gray. Oh, the fibromyalgia with that, ooh. I'm thinking this color. I feel like these are a little too this is a little bit too light. Now that you say slate gray, I'm realizing that I don't even have that in my paint. I do have it. I just think I ran out and never replaced it. So hold on, let me go to my little paint store. I'm sure I have it here. Let me look. Uh, what's that? Gray storm. Gray storm. Neutral. Here it is. Do I really not have slip? What? Why don't I have it? I mean, I have it, but why don't I have it in my wall? That's gonna be annoying. I don't wanna reorganize all my paint. Oh, I believe it. I'm a bitch when it comes to pain. So the idea of having chronic pain just, ugh, it makes me sick. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my dad used to like have a drink every night, and now that doesn't even work. He doesn't like sitting. Standing, I guess, feels best for him, but also like sometimes just laying down flat. No, I had it. It just was up in my little paint stash. But that's my last one, so I will have to get more. Oh, I hope that works. Yeah, that's now what happens with my dad. It used to not, and now it does. So he rarely drinks now. Right. I'm sorry that you guys are all going through that. Little happy feet. It's just whatever I think of when I see little gray penguins. Wait, didn't I just no, dude, what the frick? I did have it. I pulled it down, and for some reason I thought that looked too light. I'm going crazy. Is that what you guys said, slate gray? I don't know. Whatever. Going crazy. That is true, Tammy. I don't know. I thought that was weird that I didn't have it on my wall, but I did have it. I don't know, had a weird moment where I read it and didn't I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. Can't explain where my mind went just then. I was literally holding it. I set it on my table and was like, "Oh, I don't have it." Yeah, my dad used to be a doctor at one of the big hospitals here in Pittsburgh, and when it got really bad, they let him go. Because I mean, obviously, they didn't because he had it. He was in a lot of pain, so he was a little bit moody and not so nice. So they terminated him. Um, but now he's on his own. He has his own practice, but shit happens. That was the arch tool, but that one is in the mini flower set number 2. So it's the mini arch. So it's a little bit smaller than the number 1 tool in the regular arch set. I feel like that's just not true. You might not have certain other, ailments of sorts, but I feel like some of that stuff, like weight loss, doesn't fix that. It does. Yeah, he was not nice. Like he was stubborn. It was right around the time whenever they were like getting rid of the paper charts and like transferring everything over to like all the like online charts. And that was hard enough for him to try and figure out, and when there was technical difficulties, he'd get frustrated. And then like because his neuropathy and his sciatica issue was like so bad, he'd have to like take breaks and like lay down, and the hospital did not like that. But, he was being shitty about it because he was in pain. So, oh well. I mean, I think it's better off that he's on his own anyways, even though it's a little bit harder to make ends meet. Um, you know, he doesn't have to be on his feet every day seeing patients, and he can schedule only what he can do and, he can go home after the last patient. Ugh, yeah, that is crappy of her. I'm sorry. Oh, that's annoying. Frick. That's gonna be annoying to fix. All right, let's try not to make a huge mess. Try not to hit too much around it. Slowly but surely. Little bits at a time. I really just want to get like this little bit out of here. Yeah, I feel like the weight loss excuse, or not excuse, but the weight loss being a solution to all the problems is sometimes very silly. Like, yes, can weight loss help a lot of things? Absolutely, but there's definitely certain things that it won't help. Yeah, my mom helps him a few days a week. She'll do like the scheduling, and since she's a pharmacist, she can, talk to the insurance companies and get things done and all that kind of stuff. But yes, that is true. The medical world has come so far. Mhm. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the times people, like doctors, are like just, they can't 100% fix you right away, so they just tell you certain things, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. Um, I know that he spent a lot of time going to like Cleveland Clinic and all these different places for help, and nobody could help him. Like, there's something that he's experiencing that nobody can figure out why. Or maybe he was and he didn't want it. I don't know. But I don't remember that ever being brought up. Right? I know. There's a ton of things that we apparently can't. I feel like we can fix a lot of things, but a lot of things bring in a lot of money, if you know what I mean. Oh, that was good. That was fast. Yep, exactly. Oh, I know, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Ugh, I just love frosted plum. It's so pretty. Oh, I just got Heather's text, Rosie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of shit in our food. I don't know what like I don't know what color I'm gonna put over top of those yet. Hmm. I did a lot of reorganizing today. I got some painting done, but I did a lot of like cleaning and reorganization. And one of the things that I did was um I cleared a drawer, and that's where the majority of my tools are now, instead of like up high out of my vision. Um the only ones that are up high are like the prototype tools and stuff like that, and tools that haven't come out yet. And then I also took all of like my Bliss and other 3D paints out of a drawer, and I have them out so I can see them. And I move some paint around. Oh, yeah, I know. That's also one of those scary things. Well, I definitely know that the fresh fruit hasn't been as delicious as it used to be. Like some of the meat is weird too. But like I don't know, like you just don't know, like it's no lie that things taste different these days, but it's kind of hard to decipher what's real and what's not. There's a lot of, I mean, with everything, there's a lot of scare tactics and like, half truths out there, and people worry because they hear one thing, and it's hard to find the actual factual information that isn't tainted in one way or the other. I mean, it's hard to decide what to eat for dinner anyways, but yeah, I would agree. I just know, like, I just don't eat red meat very much anymore. Um, and I actually prefer chicken and fish over red meat these days. Oh, really? Oh man, my raspberries that I've had recently have been really great. What hasn't been great are the peaches and the watermelon and sometimes the strawberries. But my raspberries have been very, very good the last few weeks. They're like a current safe fruit for me. I just have to eat them fast. They don't last very long. Mm, yeah. Oh, wow. I mean, everything is like I remember like I mean, they're not always on sale, but like our strawberries and raspberries, usually it's like 2 for 6 for strawberries and like 2 for 4 or 2 for 5 for raspberries. And when I went to the store the other day, it was like one thing of raspberries was like or I mean, strawberries, they were like $5 and I was like, "Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous." It was just they skyrocketed. The only blueberries I eat, which I don't anymore because they don't exist, but we used to have little blueberry tree bush things in our backyard growing up, and those were always delicious. I don't like store-bought blueberries because I feel like they're too sweet. I like more of like a tart blueberry. Obviously, like they're not green or anything, but I definitely blueberries are not a fruit that I will eat regularly. My sister loves them. Can't eat cherries either, but that's just like a I saw something on cherries and now I definitely can't eat cherries. Oh, good to know. Yeah, they're so expensive, and I'm like, "What the hell?" Better off just planting your own. Get a little greenhouse. Sounds like our gas prices. Hello, hello, Sue. How's it going? Mhm. Yeah. One of the reasons I'm glad I have a hybrid because I don't have to get gas that often, and, I don't go anywhere, so I really don't have to get gas that often. By the time I usually have to fill up, we've went to the grocery store enough that I can get, a decent bit of my tank, you know, not for free, but I can get it for like at least half off. I was mad though, the one day, like it was right after our gas prices went through the roof. I technically had a free tank of gas. I had like $55 or $60 or something on gas. And I was like, yeah, free tank. And then I still wound up paying like $20. And I was like, damn it. I was so mad. Like I was saving those fuel perks. It's so satisfying not having to pay for gas. I mean, paying $20 wasn't terrible either, but when it could have been free. What? Oh my gosh, guys, so I was painting ornaments last night and I was dripping some ornaments and I went to put the Duraclear back into the bottle and I like just didn't grab one of the cups right. No, that's not what happened. I was moving the drip stand towards me. It was like over on the other desk, so I had it like I lifted it up and I was bringing it over my to my table, and I bumped it on my phone stand somehow, and two of the little portion cups full of Duraclear just went all over me, all over my leggings, all over my sweatshirt, on the floor. I was like, oh. So hopefully that all comes out in the wash, but I doubt it. Watching paint dry with my peeps, right? I mean, technically, I could change it to whatever I want since I've got the bones of that. I've got the dotting with my peeps, watching paint dry with my peeps for the non-dotters. Speaking of dotting and peeps, and by peeps, I just mean like followers, like you guys. Guess what I'm currently in the process of hammering out the details and doing. I don't know when. I don't know. I hopefully it'll be this year, before October or November. But guess what I'm planning on doing? I'll give you a hint. It's a painting session. I feel like I kind of already told you guys about this, but yeah, I don't think so either. I tried wiping it off, but it's probably a goner. Well, it would be nice to do another one, but no. So 24 Hour and me, we are trying to hammer out some details with me going live on their account. You know how they go live like around, I don't know, 11ish during the week. I don't know if it's every day or some days out of the week they go live. But we've been kind of discussing uh like teaching people at 24 Hour how to dot. And me and Hannah, not Anna, Hannah, have been, I think it's Hannah, have been going back and forth on like, what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it. And I think the where we're at right now is that I will be going to them, which, is not that far from me. They're only about an hour away. And if they can get time, like if they're not super busy, they want to have like a couple people like in a class, and where I can, go on their account and dot and do a little dotting session. So I thought it would be fun if maybe, and I have to text Anna about it, but I think it would be fun if we got like one of the wood ornaments, just like the blank ones with like the little center marked out. Um, and then like I do a very basic pattern to teach them with, and then obviously by us going live or me going live on their account, you guys can also participate. So stay tuned as we continue to hammer out more details. It's gonna be not a huge design or anything because, every hour it takes me to make something, I assume it takes at least 2 hours to teach it. So and that's in VIP. So these people probably have never dotted before in their life. So I think it might be fun to do like a little ornament because it's, it's not too big, not too hard to complete in a smaller time frame. And everybody loves ornaments. So I think I'm gonna make a little kit for them with like just basic dotting tools, right? Like dowels and ballpoints, and I'll probably have like a paint strip of the colors that we're using. Um, you know, things like that. So I might even try and write up a very basic pattern so that if they wanted to do it again, like without me, they could still do it. So like it's gonna be like a one to probably 2-page design, like nothing huge. So I think it'll be fun. So obviously I'll let you guys know when that's happening. but it's gonna happen at some point. So I'm excited. Okay, so what color? Oh, I gotta stand up. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. No, the only paper copy you get is the pattern of the month. Um, Pattern of the months take me hours and hours and hours to write. I can't imagine writing a pattern for a larger project. Um, Not for a $20 course. By, yeah, no, I don't think that will ever be a thing, unfortunately. If I had more time, maybe, but the only written designs you'll get is the pattern of the month, and then if you are part of the monthly mandala club, that pattern, because they're short and sweet. I've gotten faster at writing patterns because I have like the bones of my document done, but they still take me all day. And sometimes I have to split it between 2 days. Bye. Thank you. It was good to see you. Have a good weekend. Thanks. My navy blue bliss, that was one of the first colors I ever got. I think I need to get just time for me to replace that one, but this one is a good one. This one's a pretty color. I was originally, well, actually, I guess I could still use a navy color here, so I guess we didn't miss out on that opportunity. But I was also thinking doing yellow. I don't know. Decisions. I think I do yellow. I just don't want blue. This reminds me of my school colors. Hello, hello, hello. I would love to. I just don't have the time to do it. If they didn't take as long. Yeah, I probably will use deep sapphire in a few places. Yeah, ours are blue and gold, but half the time it was like this, like that darker yellow and a dark blue. We were the Blue Devils. And then when I went to college, it was green and white, and I never understood our mascot until, like, right before I graduated. I was like, "Oh." So our we're called the Slippery Rock Pride, and our mascot was a lion. And I was like, "I don't understand, but, like, a lion and his pride." And I'm like, "Oh, that's why. Duh." "Angela, what's up?" Ooh. I feel like a lot of cardinals are that color, like that color palette. A lot of the cardinal mascot team, whatever. I don't know. Why can't I think of that word? Okay, let's do. We need sparkles. There aren't any sparkles on here. The yellow will be sparkly eventually, but not right now because it's got to dry. Make the blue sparkly in a few places. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Hello, I am painting a Christmas ornament. Thanks. I like yellow sometimes, but I can't ever really do yellow on its own. Oh, no, Set that aside. I used golden yellow and sunny day. Paint booger. You're welcome. Cadmium yellow is a good one. Golden yellow and cadmium yellow, I feel like are pretty close. Like that's one of the ones that I grab one or the other, whichever one's closer to me. I mean, obviously they're different, but to me they're pretty interchangeable. Let's see. I wish I had like a plum. This might be pretty though. It'll be sparkly if it's still okay. I don't know. Oh, it's good. I just need to change the tip. So hold on, let me do that. Where did I put those? I saw them earlier today. Aha. I don't know how to get it off. That'll do it. Yep, that'll work. And that's why I didn't do it on camera. Just in case it went towards my piece. Okay. Does that not fit? What the fuck? No, it does. Okay. Get off my finger. All right, let's try that again. Okay. Hello. Frosted plum. So if you didn't grab that before they took it away forever, which just happened, then it is now a discontinued color. Sad. It's one of my all-time favorite deco art colors. I know. It was on the going away list for probably about a year, and then they had a big sale for like Memorial Day, and that did it. Now you can still get it from some places like Pinecraft probably has it and some of the other random places that sell deco art, but sometimes the shipping on those places are really, really high. So, like, it's not impossible to find, you just can't get it from Deco Art anymore, unfortunately. It might be blurry sometimes when it's focusing on, like, my hand or something, but I think it's okay. Pinecraft typically has certain discontinued colors for a little longer. Like, if you look on Pinecraft, before you go on there, make sure to look at my list, that I have in the .fam Facebook group if you are in there. It's a Google Doc, and on one of the pages, it has a list of colors that are discontinued or discontinuing. It needs updated as of right now because I think Frosted Plum probably is still, yeah, under the discontinuing. Um, but make sure to compare that list to whatever Pinecraft has because I can guarantee you there's certain colors that are not available at DecoArt anymore that you can still get at Pinecraft. So if you're gonna take the hit and order from there with the shipping, make sure you get certain colors that you can't get anymore too. I don't do any copyright items, unfortunately, so no. That's okay. I just like I probably I could, but I'll get in trouble, so I don't. Yeah. I hate when it's that expensive though. It seems pretty silly. I'm gonna have to redo some of those white dots. Which is unfortunate because I don't quite think that these white dots are all the way dry. Maybe I can just take off those bottom ones and let that middle one dry a little longer before I do the other. I know I could have left it, but part of it that makes this so satisfying is having them all like individually, you know, separated. Poop. Gotta redo that white dot. Oh well. I wonder if I'm gonna get my Thoughtful Dots paint tomorrow. That would be a nice little addition to my Friday. Got a nice box of tools from Dory and some new paint to try out. Hello. Nice to see you made it home safe. I saw your text come through. Okay. I know, they're like gonna be like, damn, you just left and came back and then you left again. Thanks. Oh, that's really pretty. They do, they definitely do. I know. You say that now. I wish I could like sit still that long to do stuff like that. It sounds nice in theory, but I get a little stir crazy after a little bit. The color that I'm using now will be in the Christmas collection of pigments that may release in July. Unsure though. It's like a champagne it's called I named it bubbly. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it that name, but it's like a champagne color, but it looks very cool over frosted plum. Yeah, basically I have to narrow down some choices. She does. That's true. I told them earlier that I might get a box from Dory tomorrow, so our super hot date might also include me playing around with tools depending on what time it is and what you want to go over. So I didn't order it, but it is one of the ones that I will most likely include in the Christmas set. Like I have my sample of it that I've had, but that's it. But I ordered like the metallic red. That's coming in this current pigment order. That's too small of a tip. Yeah, that sounds like it would be a good book. So many steps. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, I forgot the feet. Where did my orange go? Knew something was missing. Yeah, that does sound good. That's not the right tool. Come on. Their feet are a little bigger than that. Does anybody use the IKEA drawers for their art storage by chance? The Alex drawers? There's the bigger ones, like the longer ones, and then there's like the shorter ones. I've done it one, putting hats on these, I just feel like I've never liked the way it looked. And I might not be doing it the best way, but I've never been a huge fan. So I got 4 ornaments done today. That's not too shabby. All right, let's see if I can't. Maybe I should dot it with a dotting tool instead of trying to. Ouch, ouch. I'm sticking to my chair. I'm wearing shorts. Oh, yeah, that would be cute. Because I reorganized some stuff today, and you guys, not, I don't want to say always, but I've gotten a lot of requests about like, or questions about like how I store my tools and stuff. I reconfigured one of my drawers into tool storage so I can see them all. Yay. Takes a little bit of like, Tetris to get them all to fit nice, but I like how that looks. And then I still have one of those like shelf thingies, but that has other like tools that aren't like a main set. Ugh, I'm really working on it, Gabrielle. I'm not comfortable, but I'm working on it. Well, I thought about it, but the top drawer and the second drawer, uh the way that my chair is, it gets stuck unless I move, but at least I can bend over and open the bottom drawer pretty easy one of the bottom drawers pretty easily. I also didn't want to move any of Kayla's glitter. Oh yeah. Ta-da! And then I have like part of the bottom drawer cleared out in preparation for more tools. Like this stuff will go away. And then I still have that, but that's prototypes and tools that were sort of prototypes, but they never made it into full tool form because like maybe we combined them into a set. But like I have a full set of pumpkins, a full set of skulls, a full set of 3 different sizes of each of the suns. But then we like made one set out of them. I'm one of those people, like, if it's out of sight, out of mind, I won't, like, reach for it as often, so, I used to not have all of my tools up above my desk, but I moved them once I put the ornament wall up. So I figure this way it might work a little bit better because I can see them. Because I couldn't see on top of my desk. Even with a stool, I couldn't see the things that were, like, on the top, so my little hummingbirds. Hmm. Oh, did you? I haven't seen one yet. Sometimes I go a whole season without seeing one though, but I hope I can see one this year. Yeah, thanks. I know. I used to see one if I was like in the kitchen sometimes at my parents' house because they love those rows of Sharons. So we would see one kind of flitting around over there, but I haven't seen one for a very long time, I don't feel like. Yeah, maybe we're not technically supposed to have anything on our balconies or decks or whatever, porches that can't be taken in every night. So if I had like a balcony, I probably would hang a little bird feeder or a little hummingbird feeder, but I have a porch and um the one corner where I'd probably hang stuff. I kind of share that with the doorstep of my upstairs neighbor. And while I don't currently have an upstairs neighbor, I will eventually, I'm sure. I heard someone moving around up there today. I don't know if it was maintenance or if it was, a new person slowly bringing their belongings. I didn't see like a moving truck or anything, but oh, they were catching lightning bugs, really? I love that. I'm thankful that I still see those, I've heard people saying like they haven't seen lightning bugs for like forever and I'm like, "Really?" Those are still very very much a common sight here. Not yet. Nope. I thought we were going to, but it must have just been like people cleaning and fixing stuff. I don't know. All right, so here's all that I did today, art-wise. So I did these two without you guys. Oh, we're still zoomed in. Hold on. So I did these two guys. This one's a really pretty glitter, which is why I did like teal. And then this one, I feel like there's like that like greenish kind of shift. So I thought that would be kind of fun. Although I probably should put some green on top of that. And then obviously we did this one tonight. And this one is almost done. It just needs little penguins. I did these bookmarks and those pendants, they're not done. A couple other partially done pendants. I made this. I had an idea, so I wanted to do that. Um, I feel like I did something else today, painting wise, but I don't know where it is. So maybe I didn't. But I reorganized a lot, so I guess I did some things. Okay, so tomorrow is Friday. That means I will see you guys over on TikTok at 9:30. And Heather and I have a one-on-one tomorrow, early afternoon. So Heather, I will see you tomorrow. Otherwise, the rest of you guys have a wonderful rest of your night and stay safe if you're getting lots of rain. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.